houses have just gotten so much more complex over the last, 20, 50 years. And part of it's the energy codes that are tightening up, right? Part of it is we're just putting more and more stuff in a house. We're trying to cram 10 pounds of stuff into a proverbial 5-pound box. And so it's just like this perfect storm of all these things that are making building more and more complex. But at the same time, builders, building techniques, they haven't evolved to go along with where things have gone, right?
And they haven't. And I ask people ask me all the time, well, why is that? Why are we so far behind the curve? And the first thing I hear is, well, if we had a contracting license, right, we would be better. So then I reference my other states that we do work in, like Alabama, where there's a license, Louisiana, in Florida. They all have the same problems there,
right?
Because typically that license is merely some life health safety issues. It's built around a lot of the insurance industry requirements.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people who still work in unlicensed areas. So they're not doing much better than we are. I don't want to say that we're the only ones having problems here. Lots of areas are having problems, but if I'll bring up the production builder is the best example of that. They would love to do these things, to do all of these other elements, to reduce their risk. They have the most financial incentive to gain here. But if they're the first ones who step out, then they stop selling houses because they automatically become $60,000 more than everybody else. So if you can't get that in a $900,000 production home, you're not going to get it in a $900,000 custom home unless the homeowner takes action to do that. The great thing about a custom home is the choice, right? You get to choose. And that's where builders, I believe, like to use this the most, because when I present the case to the homeowner and they choose not to do this, then they buy the warranty.
Right.
Like I have people that literally refer me to as the get out of jail free card, right? And they're like, hey, if someone doesn't hire Toner, that's awesome because I'm off the hook. But if they do hire me, they're also off the hook because it's technically because I'm standing behind the specifications that we apply.
As long as they get followed, right?
As long as they get followed. And we try so hard, just like you do. You try so hard to make everything happen. It's so many moving pieces